Hello. Hello, students. Can you hear me? Hello. 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 Yes. ಯೂಸಿಟು ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿಗಳು ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ ಸ್ಥಿತಿಗೆ ಬನ್ನಿ. ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಅಭ್ಯಾಸಗಳನ್ನು ಏಕಾಗ್ರಚಿತ್ತದಿಂದ ಶಾಂತ ಮನಸ್ಸಿನಿಂದ ಮಾಡಿ ಮುಗಿಸುವ ಶಕ್ತಿಯನ್ನು ಕೊಡಲು, ಕಲಿತ ವಿಷಯಗಳನ್ನು ಜ್ಞಾಪಕದಲ್ಲಿಟ್ಟುಕೊಳ್ಳುವ ಶಕ್ತಿಯನ್ನು ಕೊಡಲು, ಜ್ಞಾಪಕದಲ್ಲಿರುವ ವಿಷಯಗಳನ್ನು ಪರೀಕ್ಷೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಸರಿಯಾಗಿ ಬರೆಯುವ ಬುದ್ಧಿಶಕ್ತಿಯನ್ನು ಕೊಡಲು ಇಷ್ಟ ದೇವತೆಗೆ, ಗುರು ಹಿರಿಯರಿಗೆ, ಕುಲದೇವರಿಗೆ ಪ್ರಾರ್ಥನೆಯನ್ನು ಸಲ್ಲಿಸಿ. ಟೇಕ್ ಡೀಪ್ ಬ್ರೆತ್ಸ್. Yes, good morning, my dear students. Actually, I announced the test on inverse trigonometry functions. You can write it on Sunday, right? Saturday, you write the paper. I will send you in the morning, 6:45 to 7:45. You write the test. Then I will discuss it in the next class. Okay, fine. Let us continue with the new chapter today. The matrices. Third chapter, the matrices. Of this month, we have to cover matrices and relations and functions. Now we'll try to understand. Hello. Now we'll try to understand what is a matrix. What is a matrix? We'll try to understand introduction part today. C1, first topic, introduction part of it. What do you mean by matrix? A matrix generally will contain horizontal rows and vertical columns enclosed in square brackets like this, right? It consists of horizontal rows generally represented by the symbol R1 first row and R2 second row, and vertical columns will be C1 first column, C2 second column, right? The element in this particular rectangular arrangement of elements, array of elements, this is suppose that A is an element, its row is 1, column is 1, we represent it as 1 1. If you take this is row is 1, column is 2, this element is called as A12, and this is row is 2 and column is 1, we write it as A21, and row is 2, column is also 2, we call it as 22, right? And this particular array, okay, you can write the definition of matrix or matrix. Matrix, plural of the matrix is matrices, right? A rectangular array of elements, a rectangular array means arrangements, array of numbers, particularly we are taking numbers here. Let a rectangular array of numbers arranged in rows and columns, horizontal rows horizontal rows, and vertical columns. Horizontal rows and vertical columns is called as a matrix. Vertical columns is called as a matrix. Try to understand. Is called as matrix. Let us see some basic concepts today of matrices. What is a matrix? A matrix is a rectangular array of elements, arrangement of elements in horizontal rows and vertical columns. Right? And generally, representation, how the matrices are represented. See, matrices are representation. You can observe in the diagram here, they are represented, these elements are represented as every element, right? If a particular matrix is represented by representation by capital letters, first of all, represented by capital letters A, B, C, D, so on, and the elements are enclosed in, elements of the matrix, elements of the matrix are enclosed in a square bracket, like this, or sometimes it can also be written like this also. Okay, now here is a matrix. You can observe this particular matrix. I hope you understood the matrix. A matrix is defined as a rectangular array of numbers arranged in horizontal rows and vertical columns. Now you can observe this is a matrix. This matrix generally represented by the capital letters A is equal to, and this is called as first row, generally represented by R1, and second row generally represented as R2, right? And generally any rows, number of rows are written as R1, R2, so on up to Ri, right? And columns are written as C1, C2, so on up to Cj. Any element, generally a matrix is represented by Aij. Suppose that a particular matrix has m rows and n columns, then this say a matrix has m rows and n columns. In general, a matrix M is represented by Aij, m by n. What this m by n is called as? M by n is called as m rows and n columns. This is called as order of a matrix. The first concept is order of a matrix. See, what is order of a matrix? Order of a matrix is if a matrix has m rows and n columns. Now, this particular matrix has how many rows? 2 rows by how many columns? 2 columns. Therefore, the order of this matrix is said to be 2 by 2. That is called as order of a matrix. Order of a matrix. Order of a matrix, right? If a matrix has m rows and n columns, m rows and n columns, then the order of the matrix, when the order of the matrix is said to be m by n. Remember this. That is order of a matrix, right? And if a particular matrix, now let us see order of the matrix. any element of the matrix. Note it, very important. Any element of the matrix. An element present in ith row. An element present in representation. An element present in ith row and jth column. Ith row and jth column is represented as Aij. You can observe here. This element is present in first row, first column. We represent it as A11. Observe this particular element present in first row and second column. It is represented as A12. And this particular element, say this is a second row, first column. This element is present in second row, second column. Therefore, any element, an element present in ith row and jth column is represented as Aij. Are you getting me? And generally a matrix of order m by n, in general, a matrix M can be represented as Aij m by n is symbolic representation of a matrix of order m by n in which consists of I rows and jth column. Ith row and jth column. Okay. Before we move on to the type of the matrices, I will see some few examples of type 1 problems. Construction of a matrix. Construction of a matrix. Okay. And order of a matrix. Construction of a matrix and order of a matrix. Some simple questions. Order of a matrix. Now, I will give an example. First question number 1. What is the order of the following matrices? What is the order of following matrices? I'll give some matrix. First step is identify the order of it matrix. Okay. I will give matrix A. First example. Observe here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Tell me the order of it. B. I will give another matrix. 5, 6, 7. I will give another matrix. Say C is equal to 10, 11, 12. Identify the order. Fourth one. D is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yes. Can you identify the order of it? Generally, while writing the order, what you have to observe is, first you have to mention number of rows. How many rows are there? This is R1, this is R2. How many columns are there? This is column 1, column 2, column 3. Then what is the order? Order is given by number of rows by columns. Remember, rows by order of a matrix. You keep it in your mind. Order of a matrix will be row number by column number. How many rows are there? 2 rows are there. How many columns are there? 3 columns are there. Therefore, order is 2 by 3. Now tell me what about this? How many rows are there? This is R1. This is R2. This is R3. How many rows are there? 3 rows are there. How many columns are there? 1 column is there. Therefore, it is called as 3 by 1. Now, in the third example, you can observe how many rows are there. Rows is only 1. How many columns are there? C1, C2, C3. Then what is the order? 1 by 3. Okay. Now, how many rows are here? 1, 2, 3. You can just by inspection say that it has got 3 order. How many columns? 1, 2, 3, 4. It is a matrix of order 3 by 4. So that is how you can identify the order. First step in the chapter matrices is you have to identify the order of the matrix. Right? I hope you understood what is order of a matrix. Let us take second example. Let us take second example. Okay. You understood what is order of the matrix. Now in this type 1, we will study to construct a matrix given the condition. Okay, to construct the matrix. If, take this problem, if construct, take a first question, construct, if A is equal to, if A is equal to Aij 2 by 3, order is 2 by 3, where Aij is equal to I plus j, then write a matrix. Write a matrix. Observe. How can you construct a matrix containing number? What you must get here? It is of order 2 by 3. The solution. Second example, solution. You have to construct a matrix of containing 2 rows and 3 columns. First of all, you can take 2 rows and 3 columns. 1, 2, 3. 2 rows, 1, 2, 3. Let us put a dot for time being. Of order 2 by 3. Check, is it not of order 2 by 3? Yes. Here you must take that I plus j. What is the element here? This is the element present in, this is the first row. Say, let me call the matrix A. This is row 1. This is row 2. Understand? First type of the questions to construct a matrix given the condition. Column 1. Right? You can get now row 1 plus column 1. What is the condition given here? Every element is given by the sum of the row number plus column number. What is the row number? 1. Column number is 1. The element will be what? 2 here. What is the row number? 1. Column number 2. 1, 2. 1 plus 2 is 3. What is the row number? Column number. 1 plus 3 is 4. What is the row number and column number? You have to take the sum of the row number and column number. What do you get here? You will get 1 plus 2 is 3. Now, what is the row number, column number? 2 plus 2 is 4. Right? It is the second column. What is the row number? This is a row number is 2, column number is 4. What is the row number plus column number? Row number plus column number 2 plus 3 is 5. Therefore, correct answer is 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4 of order 2 by 3. Of order 2 by 3. This is the problem. Try another one, another example. Right? If Aij, I will give, I will just improvise it. If A is equal to Aij, right? Order is 2 by 3, order is 2 by 2, order is 2 by 2, right? If Aij is equal to 1 by 2 modulus of I minus 3j is the condition. Suppose that you are given with a condition like this, you must construct a matrix. Carefully study. To get any element of order 2 by 2, then what is the solution for this? Solution for this is 2 by 2. First of all, you write A, put the dots. How many rows and how many columns? 1, 2, 3, 4. How many rows are there? 2 rows and 2 columns. Right? Now, you have to identify, find out the element. satisfying the conditions. What is the element here? First element here. This is the element present in what? The first row and first column. A11. See, A11. What is the condition given to you? 1 by 2 modulus of I is 1 minus 3 into j is 1. What do you get here? 1 by 2. 1 minus 3. Modulus means you have to take the positive sign. 1 minus 3 is 2. Therefore, you have to take 2. 2 cancels. Your answer is 1. Therefore, the element in first row and first column is 1. Then you get A12. Observe carefully. 1, 2. Right? Modulus of I is 1 minus. What is j? Is a 3j. 3 into 2. Take the modulus. What do you get? 1 by 2 into. What is 1 minus 6 is? Minus 5. Take the modulus of it. Your answer will be 5 by 2. Therefore, the element present in first row and second column is 5 by 2. Given some conditions, you must be able to construct a matrix. Next, second row, first column. Second row, first column. Second row, first column. 1 by 2 into bracket, that is modulus of I. What is I is 2 minus 3 into, what is j here? 1. Try to understand. 1 by 2 into. Modulus of 2 minus 3 is minus 1. You will get 1 only. The answer will be 1 by 2. Here you are getting 1 by 2. Right? So that is a second row, first one. Second row, second column is obtained by taking modulus of I. What is I is? I is 2. Minus 3j, 3 into 2. You can write 1 by 2. Modulus of, what is 2 minus 3 2s are 6. What is 2 minus 6 is minus 4. Modulus, if you take your right positive sign, 2 1s are 2 2s are. The element will be 2. Such questions may appear for 1 mark or 2 mark. To construct a matrix, given the condition, you must be in a position to construct a matrix. I hope you understood. Let us see another example to make it perfect. Take 1 or 2 minutes and try to construct this matrix. Don't look at the board. I'll give you the condition. If Aij is equal to 2 by 2, if A is equal to, you try now. If A is equal to Aij 2 by 2, I'll give the condition now. The condition is Aij is equal to I plus 2j whole square upon 2. Aij is equal to I plus 2j whole square divided by 2. I plus 2j whole square divided by 2. Try this problem. Take 1 or 2 minutes. How can you solve this? Okay. Now observe. In this type 1 questions, you have to construct of a matrix given the conditions. Now you take. First 2 by 2 matrix. Solution. You have a trick here. A is equal to. Let us keep it ready. This is 2 by 2 means it will have 2 rows and 2 columns. You can put the dots. We'll fill the dots here. Satisfying this condition. What this element is? A11 we have to find out. What is Aij is equal to? You have 1 plus 2 into 1 square divided by 2. What do you get? 1 plus 2 is 3. 3 square is 9 by 2. Therefore, first element A11 will be 9 by 2. I will remove the dot and fill in the blanks. What is A12? A12, observe, 1 plus j is 2 here. 2 into 2 square upon 2. You can get 1 plus 2 2s are 4. 4 plus 1 is 5. 5 square is 25 upon 2. Therefore, you will get 25 upon 2. Getting me? And now you can move on to this one. What this place is? A13. A21. Is it not second row, first column, second row? This is the first row. This is the second row. This is the first column. This is the second column. A21. A21. I is what? I is 2 now. Plus 2 into J. J is 1 square upon 2. You are getting 2 plus 2 is 4. 4 square is 16 upon 2. You will get 2 ones are, 2 eights are. Answer will be 8. Answer will be 8. Right? Lastly, A22. To get the element of A22, you can take 2 plus 2 into 2 square upon 2. We'll get here 4 plus 2 is 6. 6 square is 36 upon 2. Check. And now you can cancel 2 ones are 2, 2 ones are 2 eights are. You are getting the answer 18. Answer 18. Okay, you will get the answer here 18. So that is how you can construct the matrix given the condition. Okay. We'll solve another problem on this fifth question. Fifth question. Construct a 3 by 4 matrix. A 3 by 4 matrix. Construct a 3 by 4 matrix. Matrix A whose elements are given by matrix of matrix A whose elements are given by whose elements are given by elements are given by whose elements are given by Aij is equal to I plus j whole square upon 2. Aij is equal to I plus j whole square upon 2. Try this problem. Try this problem. The solution will be to construct a matrix of order 3 by 4. What is the matrix A? Matrix A is like this. It has how many rows? 3 rows. 3 rows and 4 columns. Columns means 1, 2, 3, 4 vertical columns. Rows are 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Means this is the row 1, this is the row 2, this is the row 3. You can observe this is column 1, this is column 1, column 2, column 3, column 4. How do you write the matrix? Is of order 3 by 4. Is of order 3 by 4. Now to fill the elements, you go on calculating. Okay. This element is present in first row and first column. Put 1 plus 1. You get now A11, right? A11. You will get here 1 plus 1 square divided by 2. 2 square is 4. Divided by 2. 2 ones are 2. 2s I will get 2 only. Then A12 means I is 1, J is 2. Square divided by 2, 2 plus 1 is 3 square is 9 by 2. And A13 will get it first. 1 plus 3 square upon 2. 3 plus 1 is 4 square is 16 upon 2. You will get 2 ones are, 2 eights are. The answer is 8. I hope you are getting me. Right? So thus we completed elements of the first row. Or even you can take A14. First row, fourth column. The elements will be 1 plus 4 whole square upon 2. 4 plus 1 is 5 square is 25 upon 2. 25 upon 2. You can write the elements here. A11 is equal to 2. and A12 is a 9 by 2, A13 is 8, A14 is equal to 25 by 2. You finish the first row. Now you can continue with the second row. Okay, let me rub this. We already prepared it. Now let us move on to the second row elements. Second row elements are given by A21. What is A21 is 2 plus 1 square, 2 plus 1 square upon 2. Second row, first column. You will get a 3 square is again 9 by 2. A22 will be 2 plus 2 divided by 2 square. 4 square is 16 upon 2. You will get 2 ones are 2 eights are. Element will be 8. A23, what do you get here? 2 plus 3 whole square upon 2. 5 square is 25 upon 2. Right? A24, you get a 2 plus 4 upon 2. 6 square is 36 upon 2. You get 2 ones are 2 eights are getting 18. Let us fill the second row elements now. They are ready now. A21 is 9 by 2. I hope you are getting the idea. A22 is 8. Fill the blanks. A23 is 25 by 2. A24 is equal to 18. I hope you got it. How to construct a matrix under given conditions is the type 1 problem. And we will move on to the last one. Third row, first column. Third row, first column is given by 3 plus 1 square. 3 plus 1 square upon 3 plus 1 square upon 2. That is 4 square is 16 upon 2. 2 ones are 2 eights are. You are getting the answer 8. Similarly, you can get A32. Okay. 3 by 4 matrix. 3 plus 1 square upon 2. 3 plus 2 square upon 2. 3 plus 2 is 5 square. 25 by 2. A33 and third row, third column, whole square upon 2. 3 plus 3 is 6 square is 36 upon 2. 2 ones are 2 eights are. Your answer will be 18. A34, third row, fourth column. Third row, fourth column, square upon 2. We'll get here 3 plus 4 is 7. 7 square is 49 by 2. I hope you can get it. Now you can write the elements. A31 is 8. A32 is 25 by 2. A33 is 18. A34 is equal to 49 by 2. This will be the matrix of order. This will be the matrix of order. Matrix of order 3 by 4. Are you getting me? Okay. Now we will move on to the second type of simple 1 mark questions. I hope you understood all of you these things. Type 1 questions. Let us move on to the type 2 questions on the fundamental concept. Right? Now, I will give you a question. Second question. How many, if a matrix has 28 elements, what are the possible orders it can have? If a matrix has type 2, if a matrix has 28 elements, right? What are the possible number of orders? What are the possible number of number of possible number of orders it can have. Orders it can have. Orders it can have. This is the type. Means finding that is given the number type 2. Type 2. In type 2 you can say that finding number of orders, number of matrices. See how many matrices are possible satisfying this condition. Type 2 problems, find the number of matrices given a number, right? How can you get it? How can you get it? See, 28. First of all, you have to get the factors of 28. What are the factors of 28? Factors will be what? 2 into 14 is possible. The factors of 28 are 2. Then is it present in table 3? No. Another factor is 4 7s are 28. 7 is a factor. Then 14 is a factor. Right? With these factors, and 28 is one of the factors. 28 ones are. So how many orders, how many matrices you can have now? You can have the matrices of order. Say, first one is 2 by 14 is one possibility. 2 rows and 14 columns. And 14 and 2 is another possibility with m by n. One matrix. Then you can take now 4 7s are 28, means 4 by 7 is another possibility. 14 by 2 is the second possibility. 4 by 7 is third possibility. 7 by 4 is another possibility. Look at here. 7 by 4 is another possibility. Check. And 1 into 1 by 28. 1 by 28 is another possibility. 28 by 1 is another possibility. Totally, how many matrices are possible? How many matrices are possible? Check, anything left now. The 128. 2 into 14, 14 by 2, 4 by 7, 7 by 4. Totally 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Therefore, 6 matrices can be constructed. 6 matrices can be constructed. Are you getting it? So another question to you, based on this, type 2. Another question to you. If a matrix has 7 elements, how many matrices are possible? How many matrices are possible? Remember, you can remember a rule. See, 28 was a composite number. If it is a composite number, it will have factors. Now, if a prime number, have a rule, remember a rule or a trick, right? If the number of elements, if the number of elements is a prime number, then possible orders will be, because prime numbers will have the divisors only one and itself, then possible matrices will be matrices will be either m by 1 or 1 by m. 1 by m. Here 7 is given. Therefore, one possibility is 7 by 1, or you can have 1 by 7. Only 2 matrices are possible. Remember, will be 2. Only 2. What are they? 7 by 1, 1 by 7. You remember this very important rule. If the number of elements is a prime number, then possible matrices will be only 2. One is 7 by 1, another one is 1 by 7. Remember this fact easily, correctly, so that you can understand how to find out the number of elements, right? Okay. So that is a second type. Now, after this we will move on to the study of type 3 problems. Type 3. Before we move on to type 3, we will study some theory part. After learning this, you have to understand what are the types of the matrices. Note theory part of it. Types of matrices. Types of matrices. I will draw some matrices on the board now. Based on that, you can understand the types of the matrices. Let me rub this question, type 2, before you move on to the type 2. And this type 3 is identification of the type. Identification of the type of the matrices. Given a matrix, you must be in a position to identify the matrix. Okay. I will take some matrices here. I will give some matrices. You just identify. A. I will give some matrices to you. You try to identify. Suppose that the matrix A is like this. Observe. One, two, three, 0, 4, 2. Observe. What is the order of this matrix? The order of this matrix is 2 by, yes, 2 rows and 3 columns, 2 by 3. Right? Such a matrix which contains unequal number of rows and columns is called as a rectangular matrix. What it is called as? Rectangular matrix. Rectangular matrix. What is the rectangular matrix? Rectangular matrix contains what? If number of rows, right? Number of rows is not equal to number of columns. In short, you can say that m is not equal to n. If m is not equal to the n, then the matrix is said to be rectangular matrix. Identify, remember it. Remembering it is very important, right? Rectangular matrix. First type of the matrix is rectangular matrix. If a matrix contains unequal number of rows and columns, m by n, then it is called as a rectangular matrix. Second type of the matrix I will give you. I will take a matrix here, say B, containing elements 0, -1, -2, 8. Observe. How many rows and how many columns are there? 2 by 2. Can you observe? 2 by 2 matrix. And if such a matrix is called as square matrix. What it is called as? Square matrix. A matrix is said to be square. A matrix is said to be square if m is equal to n, number of rows is equal to number of columns, then the matrix is said to be what? A square matrix. In a square matrices, there are different types of the matrices. There are different types of the matrices in the square matrix, very, very important. I will give some examples. You can collect them later, write them. On the left side, I will go on giving you some matrices, you try to identify them. A square matrix. There are number of types of the matrices in square matrix. Clear? I'll give one example here, square matrix. Say you have another matrix C is like this. Two, zero, zero, 0, 3, 0, 0, 0, 4. Observe this matrix. What is the order of this matrix? 3 rows and 3 columns. 3 by 3 matrix. Observe here. If the elements, this particular diagonal of the square is called as principal diagonal from left top to right bottom, leading diagonal. And this particular diagonal from left bottom to right top is called as secondary diagonal. And this diagonal is called as principal diagonal, principal diagonal, principal diagonal or leading diagonal, called as leading diagonal. Means a square matrix in which elements other than the principal diagonal, the elements other than principal diagonal are zeros is called as a diagonal matrix. Are you getting me? Diagonal matrix. Diagonal matrix. A square matrix, you can define diagonal matrix or square matrix in which elements other than principal diagonal, elements other than principal diagonal are zeros, other than principal diagonal are zeros, is called what it is called? Diagonal matrix. Diagonal matrix. Diagonal matrix. Right? Are you getting me? Is called as a diagonal. All other elements will be what? All other elements will be. So what this element is called as A11. This element is called as A22. This element is called as A33. How can you write it symbolically? A diagonal matrix. A diagonal matrix A is equal to Aij is a n by n matrix, square matrix of order 2, 3 by 3. Right? If Aij is equal to 0 if I is not equal to j. Can I write it? See, A11, A22, A31. Aij is equal to 0. Aij is equal to 0 if I is not equal to j. What this one? A is 2, 1 is 0, not equal. A is, 1, 2. This one is 1, 3. This one is A21, A22, A23, A31, A32, A33. Means I is not equal to j. If I and j are not equal, then all elements will be, this particular matrix will be of order n by n is a diagonal matrix. Diagonal matrix if Aij is equal to 0, if I is not equal to j. Hello. Ajvidit, write your name, please. It is showing only your hello. सुनिए, हाँ सुन रहा हूँ, Bolo, bolo, bolo. Good morning, good morning. Because I started from 6:45, no one was there. 6:50, no one was there. Now you have joined. No problem. Later they can see it. And this is the diagonal matrix. Okay, good morning. Hello, hello, hello. Yes, 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 yes. Right? I was explaining these matrices. You can watch it later. Now time is up. The class will be between, please join at 6:45 to 7:45 a.m. daily morning. You will have class alternate day. Today is a Thursday. You will have maths. Tomorrow you will have chemistry. Right? We are learning solutions there, and we started new chapter matrices. Saturday at the time of 6:45 to 7:45, you have to write a test on a inverse trigonometric function. I have recently completed, right? Give a test on it. Actually, today I were to give the test. I will send it in the WhatsApp group. Join the WhatsApp group. That's all, my dear students. If you like the Log-G classes, join for PUC2 between 6:45 to 7:45 on coming Saturday. On coming Saturday, you have a test on a inverse trigonometric function written test of 20 marks. I will send the PDF sharp at 6:45 in the morning and stop writing at 7:45. I will discuss the paper. I will inform you when I am going to discuss the paper. Mostly on Sunday, I will send you a message at what time I will be discussing the paper. You can join me. That's all, my dear students, for today. Bye bye. See you. Be ready. Wish you all the best for the first test, inverse trigonometric functions. Bye bye.